Hello and welcome to episode 16 of the Vampire Queen series. There are more episodes on my channel and other series as well, and if you'd like access to adult content or you just want to help support the channel, there's a link to my Patreon down below. Please leave a comment, I love hearing from you, and as always, I hope you enjoy. Shall we greet our guest, pet? It's not every day that I get a visit from a priest in the middle of the night. In fact, it's been centuries since something like this happened. How thrilling. Things certainly have been getting interesting lately. I am certainly not having servants tell him to go away. And I won't have the servants greet him either. I'll be taking all the entertainment I can from this encounter. Well, you can stay up here and hide, or you can come along. Pet, do you really think one human man stands a chance against me? I tend to shield you a little from what I'm capable of, but rest assured, there's no doubt about your safety. See, your curiosity triumphs over your anxiety. You'll join me then? Come along. Oh, he's still there. Fabulous. I don't know, pet. I have no earthly clue what he might want from us. And isn't that wonderful? It's so rare that I don't know something. I do wish I could savour the feeling a little longer, but let's not keep him out in the cold. That wouldn't be very hospitable now, would it? Reverend! Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Forgive me, but it's a bit of a shock to hear someone knocking this late at night. Would you like to come in? Oh, but you've met my companion already, haven't you? Please, come and sit by the fire, warm yourself. You can stand if you prefer. I imagine you must be cold, walking around in the dark. It looks like there's snow on the horizon as well. Anything to eat? To drink? Well, you're welcome to keep standing, but forgive me if I sit. Reverend, you do look uncomfortable. Is everything all right? What brings you to my home at this odd hour? Oh, please, by all means, get straight to the point. You know what I am. Do you? Really? And what am I? Oh, look, pet, he is brave, this one. He is barely shaking. Go on then, speak up. What am I? A creature of the night. Well, that's not very specific, is it? That's a whole category, really, and besides, you're the one wandering around in the dark. It seems you fit into the category as well. A blood drinker, there we go. Much more specific. You are courageous, aren't you? Barely a tremble in your voice. Am I keeping her against her will? She can speak for herself, can't you, pet? So, am I? Keeping you here against your will? See? You hear that? I saved her life. The door isn't locked. There are no chains around her ankles. My pet can leave whenever she likes, but she chooses to stay because she's a loyal little thing. You, however, I am yet to decide what is going to happen to you. Well, it all depends on what you've come here to say. You know what I am. You know what I am. You certainly know enough to come to my home when it's dark. But there are no torches or pitchforks inside, so I am most curious to hear your thoughts. Protection! You want my protection? I have spent centuries on this earth, and yet I am still able to be surprised. How marvellous. Oh, Pet, look, he is so serious. It's a serious business you've come here about. Oh, well, forgive me, Reverend, for I have sinned. A man has told me something in earnest, and I laughed in his face. I have committed a most grave offence. Oh, look, I've gotten a smile out of my pet. My evening really is complete. I do, in fact, treat her like a princess, and most of the time she really is quite spirited. It's just that she doesn't like you. She doesn't like men in general, and who can blame her, really? I saved her life, remember? Take a wild guess as to what I saved her from. Well, my darling, at least he has the sense to look uncomfortable. But I am sorry, Reverend, we've strayed so far from your purpose for being here. So, protection, you said. What do you need protecting from, Reverend? What have you been up to? Oh, protection for the whole town. Well, now you have got me intrigued. From what? Again, that's rather vague. From whatever else is out there. And oh, there are plenty of things that go bump in the night, Reverend. But it's the creatures that walk on silent footsteps that you need to be worried about. So what? I watch over your town and scare away any nasty little creatures. And what's in it for me? Oh, but now see, I must like you. You've made my pet laugh. What's in it for me is that you'll not take any action against me, Reverend. Either you're very, very brave, or you're very, very stupid. It's rarely both. Bravery requires intelligence, after all. And I suppose if I don't agree, and I were to let you leave with your head still attached to your neck, that you'll go about telling everyone that I'm a blood-drinking creature of the night. No. Pet, would you believe it? This man has surprised me for a third time tonight. What a gift you are. So why not? Why not shout it from the rooftops? Oh, you are fascinating. Well, I agree, people would think you're crazy, and if I were to say yes to your frankly bizarre request, then it would rather defeat the purpose, revealing what I am. But let's try again. I'm going to give you a second chance, because I'm generous, and I want you to really think this time. What's in it for me? A different sort of protection. Oh, see, now you have my poor pet confused. I'm interested, though. I'll offer you this, Reverend. I'll think about it. And we can reconvene tomorrow evening. You have the daylight hours to prove that you're a man of your word and that you won't go running through the streets screaming. If you do, things will end very badly for you. Remember that. It is so fortunate for you that you're interesting. But please, feel free to see yourself out. Well, what do you think, pet? There is protection he could offer. Think of him as a cloud of smoke covering our scent, disguising our tracks. As much as I hate to say it, it would be useful. I've never had a priest on my side before, and I'm sorely tempted to say yes, if only for the novelty of it. If you don't want me to, then I won't. But you're just as curious as I am, aren't you? Well, that's an excellent point, pet. If he knows what I am and is asking for protection, he must know other things as well. I think it's safe to say he knows rather a lot about the things that go bump in the night. But still, we have the night to think it over, and we can talk to that strange little man again tomorrow. I do love not knowing what's going to happen.